Welcome to Basket of Tales, a time travel into the world of stories.
Hello friends, this is Miss S from Basket of Tales. Are you all ready to listen to another interesting story from the series of Vikram and Betal? Let's hear the story of King Yashodhan and the Chief Commander. Now one more time Vikram manages to bring Betal down from the tree, and like always he puts him on his back and starts walking. Betal begins narrating another story riddle. This is a story about King of Kanakpur, Yashodhan and his commander. Everyone in the kingdom were very happy with their king, and to run state honestly and successfully, the king needs to be good himself and should have honest officers in his staff. Fortunately, King Yashodhan had honest officers to serve and advise him. But as it is said, sometimes honest people also make mistakes, and the same thing happened in King Yashodhan's court too. Once a businessman named Kushalin brought two dancers to perform in the court. So children in those days, they did not have any television or phones. So to keep the king happy and his court entertained, they would invite dancers, singers and magicians from all over. So these dancers did an amazing performance, and King Yashodhan was very impressed. He then asked his officer Radhe Govind about them. He was curious to know where they came from. His officer then told him that the businessman named Kushalin had bought them, and that Kushalin wanted to present these dancers to the king so that they can continue to entertain the king with their performance. This really made the king very angry, and he understood that Kushalin was actually trying to impress the king so that the money he had borrowed from the king's treasury would be waived off. The king then passes the orders to set free the girls and impose a fine of 1,000 gold coins on Kushalin for being selfish and mean. He says, "As a king, my people and my kingdom affairs come first at any given point." In the same kingdom lived a beautiful girl. She was the daughter of a rich businessman, and he was looking to get his daughter married. He was looking for someone who is kind-hearted and wise, and he thought about his own king who was good at heart. He decides to go to the king with a marriage proposal. Well, the king says that he would first want his ministers to go and meet the girl, because he feels that in case he doesn't like the girl and says no, it would break her heart. And in case his ministers give a good feedback about the girl, he would then go ahead and marry her. As per the king's orders, his ministers visit the businessman and meet his daughter. They find her very beautiful and perfect match for the king. On their way back, they meet Kushalin, the businessman who cheated the king. Kushalin asks the ministers what was the purpose of their visit to his village, and they spill the beans and express their happiness by telling him the news about king's marriage proposal. The wicked businessman, in order to take their revenge, tells his ministers that you better don't give good feedback about the girl, because if king marries her, his focus would shift on her, and he would then ignore his kingdom and people. This makes the ministers think, and they decide not to reveal the facts to the king about the girl. The king, upon their feedback, rejects the proposal. In the meantime, the businessman finds a suitable guy for her daughter and gets her engaged to him. And he was none other than the king's chief commander. Soon after the engagement, they start meeting each other so that they can know each other better. One fine morning, the girl requests the commander if she can ride his horse. He agrees, and the girl takes the horse, and at one point, the horse goes out of control and she starts screaming for help. Coincidentally, King Yashodan, who is also out in the same forest for hunting, hears the girl scream and comes to her rescue. He instantly falls in love with the girl and orders his ministers to get more details about this girl. The ministers then tell him the truth that she is the same girl whom he rejected earlier. This upsets the king, and he decides to send an apology note with the proposal to marry her to her father. The commander somehow gets to know about it, and he decides to go and talk to the girl's father. He calls off the engagement. This leaves the girl heartbroken, but her dad somehow convinces her to accept the proposal of the king. On the day of the wedding, the king finds out about her engagement, and he's shocked to know that she actually got engaged to his own commander earlier. And he realizes that the commander sacrificed his love for the sake of his king. He feels so bad, and he immediately calls his commander and apologizes and requests him to marry the girl. The commander and the girl gets married, and they live happily ever after. Now the time comes for Betal to ask the question to Vikram. He asks, "So Vikram, tell me, whose sacrifice is greater, the king or his commander, according to you?" Children, now let me pause here. Can you tell me whose sacrifice was greater according to you and why? I will continue this story in a bit. Now let's see what Vikram has to say. The inquisitive Vikram instantly replies, "Commander." He then adds, since the commander and the girl both liked each other and they were in a relationship for a longer time, the commander's sacrifice is greater, whereas the king had just seen her once. Although Vikram's reply impresses the witty ghost Betal, he hops back again onto the tree because Vikram once again broke his silence, and the saga continues. Well, there is also a hidden moral in the story. We must see the things by ourselves before believing anyone. Let's see what happens in our next story. Until then, take care and stay tuned. See you all soon. Happy listening.